Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Baby.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. That'll bring up second down. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I...
There's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily hard.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean...
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
26. 26.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, second quarter. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office and the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. Partner, I know that play didn't work very well, but an old New York Giants quarterback taught me a lesson a long time ago. Sometimes running the draw actually takes courage and play calling. You're actually setting something up for later in the game, and just because it was unsuccessful then doesn't mean it won't be successful later.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins on top. They've moved out in front of the Bills in that one. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now a handoff here to his running back. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers... now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he's brought down after a good gain. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back.
And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Rodgers now on first down. His throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Red zone opportunity. Now a handoff here to his running back. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum.
Fourth quarter now, and the Ravens have taken the lead in a very offensive-minded game. A win would be their second on the young season. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Packers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.